Right here I've outlined some of the stakeholders of an eyewitness video. So that goes from the filmer itself. That's usually what we think about, but there are so many more. So there's the filmer, there are the people who shared the video. That is often not the same as the filmer. The viewer, the end users who might be watching the video from their own computer halfway around the world. Individuals identified in the video, that could be identified by face, it could be identified by voice, but also communities or people referenced in the video. So sometimes, I may be in a video speaking about An, and so that's important to know because the way the video is shared could impact An, who's not herself even in the video. The video hosting platform, so whether that's a major platform like YouTube or Facebook, or if it's on a website of a particular organization, that can be impacted by the way we share and curate a video. And then these are here a list of some of the people who could benefit from the video. Crisis responders, journalists, researchers, advocates, all of them utilize eyewitness video to understand what's going on in a particular place and time, and can make decisions based on what they see. And then also the perpetrator of abuse, who may or may not be in the video, but will be implicated by the way we share it. The reason I outlined these stakeholders is because as we think about the entire process of curating an eyewitness video, we want to keep in our mind how will each step of this process impact those stakeholders, and that can inform our decisions around how to act in each of these steps. So but I'm calling this the video curator's journey. So here is our video online. Probably one of the first steps of the process will be verification, and that could involve, for instance, reaching out to the person who shared the video, identifying people who are in the video, and so that may be the first place that the filmer, for instance, is impacted. So if I'm trying to verify a video and reach out to a filmer, that filmer could be impacted. If the filmer is in a very repressive society, then simply me tweeting to the filmer asking if they filmed this video could potentially put that filmer at risk. So I'll want to think about how I do that. Going along, another step of the process is thinking through, do we want to anonymize any of the people in the video? So this will most directly impact the individual identified in the video. So if this individual would be at risk for being identified in that video, then we would want to think of anonymizing it. But doing so would also potentially impact how that video is used by crisis responders, journalists, because anonymizing individuals in the video might make it more difficult for them to verify the video or to find those individuals, to learn more from them, or to get their story. It could impact the perpetrator of abuse. Some human rights organizations decide to anonymize the perpetrator, and others don't. So that's really a decision that you have to make for each particular video and context. And then, we would want to make the same decision around anonymizing the filmer or sharer. For instance, we've seen in the United States, there have been a few very high-profile videos documenting police violence. And when the bystander released that video, we saw that the bystander himself was then targeted by the police. So if that's the sort of situation where we're seeing a video that may result in repercussions and being targeted by police, then we may want to anonymize the filmer when we amplify the video. And then curate and amplify. How we do this, whether we're targeting particular audiences, whether we're curating it in a private space, will be decisions made by how it will impact all of these stakeholders. And then finally, archiving, preserving the videos. This in particular could impact the hosting sites. So I think there are some policies on YouTube and Facebook around not downloading that video. Those videos are the proprietary of the users' accounts and of the hosting platforms. And so if we, for instance, are concerned that a video will be taken down once we amplify it, then we may want to archive it to make sure that we have a preserved copy. However, if there are risks to the people involved in the video, to the people who are seen in the video, archiving it will have to be done with great caution as to really restrict who can see that video and who has control over it. So this is, I've drawn this in one straight line. It's not always a linear process, but it's one attempt to really outline the many decision points that go through the process of curating eyewitness footage and thinking through how we can make the most ethical and effective decisions in doing so.